Good evening to all those who joined from all corners of the country, and I don't know, maybe even abroad. My name is Abhijit Labhade. I am a sports educationist. I'm an education management person. Have been in the field for more than 20 years, and in the field of education, sports education, for more than um, almost a decade now. Part of the team that founded the sports management program in India with Mumbai University, and then did a few other work as well. So, with me is also Mr. Jitendra Joshi, the co-founder of Sports Village, also known for its two sub-brands, Esports and Sports Consult, the one of the largest grassroots sports development company in India. So both of us are happy to have you here. The objective of the session basically is to answer your queries on careers in sports management, how to be, if you are somebody who is interested and wants to explore that, what is the best, approach to have a professional career in this emerging field. Here are we dedicating next 15 minutes to take care of your queries. The way we are going to go about the session is like this. A broad perspective will be given to start with by Jitu sir, and then in this perspective we will cover the different areas, within sports management, how it is emerging, different areas where there are jobs at the moment, the types of jobs, roles, and then I think we will have a very crisp 7-minute introduction to you, but thereafter we would like to dedicate the session, as the topic of the session goes, your queries. So we will jump immediately to your queries. So 7 minutes to 10 minutes of quick orientation to you, and then we will come directly to your question and answers. Jitu, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Abhijit, for the kind introduction. Thank you for joining us, all the students here. Welcome. I hope we are able to do justice to your time and help you in answering your queries. So jumping right into it, I will start with an overview, as Abhijit mentioned. Just a second, I'll share the screen. Okay, Abhijit, are you able to see the presentation?
I can.
Okay, great. So basically, areas we will talk about is how the sports is growing in India, and what kind of opportunities are available, what kind of jobs are available, what are the kind of roles and companies, and then quickly what are the skill set, mindset that these companies are looking for in people who want to join their companies, right? Last decade or so has been incredible. I would say last 15 to 20 years has been incredible for sports in India. And IPL obviously was a watershed moment where it kick-started a large number of leagues in India. Not just, we are now seeing so many leagues in India. Apart from leagues, we are also seeing a tremendous growth of amateur sports. I'm sure your city has multiple marathons, multiple multi-sport events of large scale that is happening, and all this is leading to great growth of sports in the country, and we expect this to grow much faster and at a higher rate. As the economy grows and disposable income grows, we will have a greater growth, and there will be lots and lots of opportunities that will get created in the next 10 to 15 years from a sports perspective. This growth means lots of opportunities in terms of many companies that will get formed. There will be a lot of opportunities given the nature of the sports event, a lot of opportunities in terms of gigs, which is smaller term job opportunities, freelancing opportunities that will throw up in the next 10 to 15 years. Just to give you a glance of various areas in sports, it's not just leagues or it's not just celebrity management. or events, there is lot more segments that are available, that are there in sports, which can help you map the kind of talent or the job opportunities or the career you want to build in. So the first one is sports management. Of course, we have companies like IMG Reliance, Sports Consult, which deliver large scale sports programs. Yeah.
Just pause for a moment. Explain music in the background. Thank you so much for your love for the Basuri. If you can, at the moment we don't want to hear the Basuri.
So I was telling sports management companies like Sports Consult, IMG Reliance, which deliver large scale sports events. There are academies. We saw how JSW had sponsored so many athletes during Commonwealth Games, and also they have sponsored lots of academies, and hence we are seeing tremendous athletes being created right now in India. Event management companies, sports tours, sports education companies like Esports, which focus on delivering curriculums and technology in the space of sports education in schools. Then we have leagues and franchisees, franchise like Mumbai Indians, leagues like obviously ISL, NBA, sponsors, television companies, sports television companies which hire a lot. Then we have celebrity management. I'm sure most of you would have seen the movie Jerry Maguire, very similar role in terms of managing athletes, sports production companies, sponsorship, sports marketing, Baseline Ventures, which creates its own sports events and also helps companies in achieving sponsorship for these events, etc. Then we have companies that are focused on branding during events. Then we have talent development. Government itself is recruiting a large number of students for sports. Federations are hiring professionals as more and more federations are wanting to professionalize their services. Then we have venue management. Then NGO companies like Magic Bus. They deliver a lot of sports programs. They also hire professionals in this space. Therefore, bottom line, lots of great opportunities. More and more such companies are going to get formed over next decade or so, and therefore they will require lots and lots of professionals who come with professional knowledge around this space. Skills and mindset, fundamental skills that can be developed, and this can be developed while you are in college, or in your current school. Basically, we are talking about areas which are people skills, organizational skills, communication, problem solving, detail, orientation to detail. So all these are part of a program which can be developed while you are studying sports management or any other management, which will help you to orient yourself, develop these skills to be able to be attractive to the companies who are hiring for the sports management jobs, right? So that's broadly the area which we are talking about. Now let's move on to question and answers. Abhijit, over to you.
Excellent. So guys, that would have given you an idea of the different areas that are emerging within the field of sports management. Of course, the different types of jobs that are emerging within these fields, and we can take them up again. There is already a question by Avirup Patnaik. After getting a sportsman degree from UK, how can I use it in India? Okay, I think. Okay, Avirup, were you there in the last session as well?
Yeah, same.
And the question seems to be okay. Nonetheless, we'll answer it for you, for the rest of the audiences who might even want to do their sports management abroad. For that matter, any degree, can it be used in India? Of course, it can be used in India. Can you come back to your decision to come back to India, or your decision to go to a country or a place? Ideally, now I'm going to talk one from a professional perspective and another from a personal perspective. Personal, I'm going to not going to much because personal is going to depend on you. Somebody wants to go and settle in Canada. I mean, that's just personal, right? What kind of a job or what kind of a skill set do you have, and therefore what kind of a job you should do in Canada is a professional part. As Jitu sir mentioned to you that emerging areas in India, obviously you can compete in India, join a league, join a grassroots development company, join a sports infrastructure company, join federation as a professional team member, join some kind of a sports club, start your own sports event management company, start your own sports media channel. Several options for you to come back in India. India is an emerging economy. Highest number of jobs, not only in sports, in any field, highest number of jobs that will get generated in the next decades to come will be in emerging economies. One of the emerging economy is India.
So just to add to what Abhijit is saying, while you are doing your sports management degree, what it will basically do is give you a sense of what marketing function does, what operations function does, give you lots and lots of tools and techniques of developing, so that when you do your job, those tools and techniques, those concepts will help you in performing your job well. So you will have a broader view, and those are the kind of exercises that you will do in your management program will help you to deliver that when you take up a job in India. Now, only difference between doing an MBA abroad versus doing a sports management program in India is the case studies. A lot of case studies while you are studying abroad will be something around their country or Western country mainly. While if you do a sports management program in India, a lot of relevant case studies that are relevant to Indian audiences or Indian scenario will be taken up, which will be helpful and far more relevant. That's the only difference I can see. Otherwise, broadly the program is and the structure is similar. A lot of internship opportunities while you are in India. If you do a program in India, internship opportunities will directly be in Indian companies. So that will be very helpful if you decide to stay back in India and take up sports jobs.
So, Sanjana is asking any sports management internships in Mumbai. Yes, there are sports management internships that are available in Mumbai. One of the programs that me and Jitu sir both are involved with is the Guru Nanak Institute of Management Studies program, which is a 1-year AICTE approved program in sports management and entrepreneurship, in which we offer integrated internships, meaning we offer internship as part of the program. So half a day you can assume that half a day you attend the classroom, whereas half a day you actually go in a company and work. And this goes on for at least a dedicated period of 2 to 4 months, where a project is assigned to you, so that you are able to apply your classroom learnings immediately on the field. That's the idea. Rahul Srivastav says, depends on what you have learned and experience you have acquired from degree. Everything is business at the end of the day. If you have skills and willingness, you may acquire or require a foreign degree to show your work, but definitely you get more network event and absolutely. B schools abroad are a great opportunity to network and explore opportunities in that particular destination country. As I said, emerging jobs, one of the highest emerging jobs in sports and otherwise is in India naturally, because of which emerging economy nature. Top countries to study sports management other than India. Top countries to study sports management other than India. Well, typically if you look at US, UK, Australia, and parts of Europe, these would be some of the top countries. Like other programs, the sports management program is also very well evolved abroad. Of course, the very reason being, if you look at the nature of sports industry in Europe, in US, in Australia, is very matured, is very large, because at the grassroots level, sports is very well developed from school level to college level to university level to professional and amateur sports. Either ways, abroad the structure of sports and sports infrastructure is far more evolved in the countries that I mentioned, and therefore possibly one can look at sports management. But as I said, if you're looking for a job in India, yes, there are quite a few programs that have developed well in India as well, and one such program, as I mentioned, we are associated with.
Subodh is asking, I have completed Triple CP coach certification course program course and planning to start a sports academy. Give me some suggestions. Well, Subodh, congratulations on the completion of the certification program. Obviously, it's a great news that you are wanting to start your own sports academy. All the best with that. Suggestion wise, obviously, depends on what sports, what sports you're taking up, what is the kind of what city you're building. Obviously, one of the best ways these days is to one of the most important two parts to what you would do. One is create a academy which has a lot more value add to the students, which can be very helpful to differentiate yourself from the other academies who are offering similar coaching academies. One, so that's on the product side. So try to build events around it. Try to build video analysis. Try to get some new well-known coaches to your academy, so that the students and the parents feel that okay, you are offering a lot more than what the next door neighbor coach is offering. So that would be number one on the product side. The second part is the marketing side, where you will spread the word about your academy, what you are doing, how you are different, what are the specific things that you are offering which others are not offering. For that, obviously, you'll have to market well, and from an academy perspective, I would focus on 3 kilometer radius from your academy. Then focus on two things. One, reach out to the apartment complexes and the parents and the schools nearby, number one. And second, use the digital media heavily, because that's where most of the students and the parents are. So that would be a great way for you to connect with the potential customers through schools and apartment complexes and digital media. That's what I would do. Hope that helps.
All right, so there are a lot of Mayhew, thank you for letting us know you're joining us from Mumbai. Ane, Navi Mumbai. PCMC, I am assuming is Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. Subodh, you are trying to test my local level civics. Lines, Mumbai. All right, excellent. How many of you are graduates or working professionals? Graduates or working professionals, if you can just put it in the chat, please. Sanjana, thank you for mentioning that you're a graduate. How many graduates or working professionals here? Excellent. Asta is graduate. Syed is also graduating. All right. Assuming that you would be in your last year or maybe second year of graduation. You are already a BCA, Subodh, with HDFC, and you want to move to sports. Very interesting. Forum is working graduate. Excellent. So I can see some graduates and working professionals showing their interest in moving towards a career in sports, or shifting or wanting to shift towards a career in sports management. Guys, yes, this is one of the best times to shift towards sports management, as it is emerging. Of course, the moment I say that it is one of the best times, would it mean that it would immediately convert into the best opportunities? No, it doesn't happen that way. It is eventually that you are able to develop yourself in any field. But yes, since you are part of an emerging field, you would be amongst the earliest entrants to have an opportunity to establish yourself. Lance wants to know universities that offer a good sports program. So there are quite a few programs all over the country. Lance, are there are they being rated by any formal agency in India that these are the best programs that teach or that carry out the sports management degrees in India? No. So even if I give you an answer, I'm going to give you a most likely a biased answer. So, but Mumbai University does have a few institutions. Then IIM Rohtak has a few institutions. There's another institution, Calcutta. I'm only listing it out. Good, bad is something that probably you have to figure out. As I said, one of the programs that in Mumbai consciously introduced by the Guru Nanak Institute of Management Studies is a 1-year AICTE program. Okay, the reason behind 1 year is we realize that sports tends to be very practical kind of a field, and therefore it's better to reduce management or theoretical gyan and give you the actual applications so that you're in a better position to enter the field and quickly launch yourself. That's the idea behind this program, which has more emphasis on skills. And today, if you look at the way corporates are also recruiting in any field, including sports, are people with better skills. And that's the whole idea behind the program. How is the sports in terms of pay?
Miss Sanjana, so is it possible to graduate in commerce to get a job in sports company? Answer is yes. There are graduates coming from all over, from various areas, including engineering, commerce, arts. A lot of students use small, short-term sports management programs to get that stepping jump into sports. So a lot of graduates have done that. A lot of working professionals have done that. To get into sports, they use the sports management programs to get into that. But it's your call. There are ways in which you could get directly as well, but it will be a lot of hard work and initial years of working and studying on your own to be able to compete with other students. What will be the estimated CTC, which is pay after the program? Well, there are, you can expect anywhere from 50,000 to, some places 50,000 to 2 lakhs is also possible. There are students who have done that. So that's what Syed had asked. How is the sports sector in terms of pay? Well, like I said, it's an upcoming field, and there are lots and lots of opportunities that are coming our way. Pays are good. Like if you're really good, you can demand a higher pay. But that's true in any field. I would say it is good. But does it compare to, let's say, a software engineer? Probably not. But if you're really good, you can get a good pay working in an area which you are passionate about. That's what counts ultimately, right? So, passionate pay. I think it's one of the best sectors to be in.
I was actually about to quickly chip in, Jitu, as you rightly mentioned that, to guys, one is I'm going to combine the CTC question and also the question earlier that was asked that am I a commerce graduate? As a commerce graduate, can I enter the field? Any kind of a graduate can enter sports management. The idea or the logic should be that if you are passionate about sports, if you are passionate about anything in life, your graduation wouldn't matter. So if you are passionate about something, you should explore. 1, 2, if you are passionate about sports, then you need to understand that there are certain skills and knowledge that you will have to build in order to build or in order to have a successful career in that field. So that is something that you will have to, over a period of time, invest in a program, build the skills, invest in yourself, and then obviously Now coming to pay. If you are passionate about something, you are interested about something, and you are skilled about something, please do not enter, not only sports management, do not enter any field from a perspective of salary. One of this question is something that every time I get an opportunity to respond to, in sessions like this, to many of the youngsters who are trying to build their careers, my humble suggestion to you is, please do not enter any field from a perspective of salary. Enter the field on the basis of passion and skills. Salary will never be a limit. Okay, Sachin Tendulkar did not take bat in hand thinking Mark Mascarenhas is watching at the boundary, so I'm going to master the straight shot, so one day he's going to give me a MRF sticker for 100 crores. No, it didn't happen that way. He just did it because he was passionate about it. Mark was part of the journey. So that's the Greenwich, sir, I am 30, can I apply? Oh yes, certainly. This is, on the lighter note, we are not a marriage site or a restricted one for a program. Very much, please go ahead and apply for the program.
Vijay, there is a question from Preetham. Sir, my name is Preetham. I'm a national footballer. I'm interested. Definitely, Preetham, you should definitely apply. There are some scholarships that are being provided to state level, national level, and international level players. So this is a fantastic opportunity, one of its kind of scholarship. Please do reach out to us. You have the link there below, which has been mentioned there. Please reach out there, and one of our team members will reach out to you.
Rahul, good afternoon. Every football enthusiast wants to work with big European clubs in management space. Somehow or the other, people land up doing a short-term sports management course from abroad, hoping to get a job outside. What can you say about the competition and their decision to doing a course only outside India in terms of scope? We did try to answer this question to an extent, but nonetheless, Rahul, again, any program abroad, if you do, obviously the idea behind the program is to try and get a job there, experience the overall industry there. Obviously, getting a job directly into a big European club or even in an IPL team in India after doing a program, immediately after doing a program, is not possible. It's a myth. Whether it is any big Indian league or whether it's a European club, guys, like in any company, yes, it's possible to join a league. Like it's possible to join a good sports club. However, you will have to go or grow up the ladder. You will have to prove yourself. You will start at the bottom of the ladder as an executive, as an intern. Prove that the skills that you have are really valuable to the organization that you are joining. You're adding value, and over a period of time, you have ensured that you have enough metal in you that the company he keeps on giving you the opportunities as you grow. So it's generally when you join a sports management course abroad or in India, the expectation is, that means immediately I'm going to get into some kind of a big league, and tomorrow onwards there are going to be, I'm going to brush shoulders with the who's who of the sports industry. No, you will not be able to brush shoulders with who's who of the industry immediately. It is a process. You will have to put your own efforts and grow. Jitu?
Greenwich is asking, what are the opportunities in media? See, like I mentioned, there are multiple companies working in sports media. Obviously, the number of people deployed by media companies is low. However, as the industry is growing, there will be a lot of opportunities, in media. It could be, sports production. It could be sports events for the media company. It could be around PR. It could be around building social media content. A lot of social media content is being required. So all this forms as a part of the umbrella around media, and it's a growing space. The digital marketing space is one of the interesting ones, which is gaining a lot of momentum. So yes, you can potentially take that up and take it ahead from there. A lot of opportunity there. So growing verticals in the field. Abhijit, you wanted to add something?
No, in the same question of growing verticals in the field, but I wanted to know the person. Can he or she introduce? It's 1+ Nord. So 1+ Nord, I'm assuming definitely is not a name, a human name, unless and until you're joining from extra terrestrial planet, which I'm not, or we are not aware of. So if you could please just quickly introduce yourself, your name, and happy to answer. Okay, Paki. All right. So, Paki, growing verticals in the field within sports management, sports events, the grassroots. When we say grassroots, it essentially means that amateur sports, leisure sports, and sports at school level, sports at junior level at around 14 to 18. These are some of the most emerging fields. The function-wise, sports operations, sports events, sports media, digital, sports marketing, and sports operations would be, and of course, sports technology would be some of the areas where high amount of jobs will get generated.
Preetham, we have noted this, and the team will revert to you on your question.
All right. How good is Forjo for sports management course? Hey, Rahul, this would be we getting into something. As I said, it would be a very biased or personal kind of a response. So. Personally, I would not want to kind of judge an organization, but Forjo as an organization is started by again one of the known leaders in India, G. Srinivasan, who also happens to be our good friend. So he is also trying to build an ecosystem of skilled people, and our mission that way is building skilled people. Of course, the way and the methodology differ. So, is it good or bad? Probably not for me to answer. But yeah, I guess that's what I had to say about it. Even to add, there has to be, guys, another way of looking at any program or any educational program, not just sports. You have to understand that whether that program is helping you build skills in the field. If you're going to invest money, okay, not jobs or salary. Job will happen. Trust me on this. Job will happen if you are skilled enough. And if you are skilled enough, money will also follow. But any program or any internship where you are getting opportunity to build skills, be it people skills, be it communication skills, be it data analytical skills, be it skills like how do you manage crisis, be it skills of research, be it skills of simple technology aspects, be it skills of digital marketing, knowledge about what sports function. If any program or internship that carries in-depth knowledge and skills, you have something to pursue. Okay.
Greenage, if you have played at state level, international level, international level, national level, please let the team know. There are scholarships available, and yes, you are absolutely right. More events coming up like leagues, etc., will require more trained and skilled manpower.
Yes,
that's the difference, and therefore, yes, a lot of opportunities in this space. Vijit, great questions. I think these are very, very sharp and interesting questions in this session this time.
Yes, it helps people. Sports marketing is also a great option, Greenwich. Definitely, yes. Sports media, you can have your own freelancing if you're interested in the writing. about sports, if you're interested in about data, if you're interested in broadcasting, you can even start your own local broadcasting YouTube channel. The opportunities are galore. You will have to find your interest within the sports field, your strength, and accordingly, is there any sports journalism course? Not dedicated sports journalism course that I am aware of, but again, if you ask me, you should look at more of media writing and digital media writing and digital media journalism kind of a program if you're interested in sports. Esports, definitely there is what is the future? Sayyid Sana, Jitu sir, whether you want to take up what is the future of management of esports?
Yeah, esports is going to be a fantastic opportunity. It's going to grow crazy. We are just seeing a small tip of the iceberg at this point in time. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a significant portion of entire sports ecosystem is a part. The esport occupies a massive part of it. Given the reach of esports via mobile and the reach with the internet access across India, the number of participants, the number of people who are involved in esports is only going to grow, and therefore the moment you have large number of kids and the people playing esports, participating in esports, will require a layer of management on top of it to be able to monetize those programs, create such events, create the entire ecosystem will require a lot of skilled manpower, and therefore a lot of opportunities in esports space. And incidentally, the GNIMS program, which is being conceptualized, has a massive part of it as a esport management program. So there are dedicated courses around esports and esports management. So this program will give you an opportunity to learn from that perspective as well.
Yeah, more and more.
Yes, sports companies will come up, like I mentioned, as the participation grows, as the number of people, viewers grow. It will require more sports companies. The more opportunities, more entrepreneurs will get created who will start sports companies.
So I guess more or less we've tried to what is the main skill for sportsman? Granted, there are multiple skills required. There's no one such main skill. As I mentioned some time back, hard skill as well as soft skills about the industry, about different functions, and various other soft skills that come into play. There is no in the world that will have a combination of skills that you need to carry out successfully. Sports psychology is included in the program. No, sports psychology is like a super specialization. Syed, Suhaib, no, sports psychology is not part of the program. It's a sports management program. Something that you are interested. If psychology is what you're interested in, then I'm assuming that you could be perhaps a BA psychology or a MA psychology person. You should continue to pursue your MA clinical psychology and look for a sports psychology module somewhere online or maybe somewhere in the south of the country. I'm not aware of a dedicated sports psychology program as of now. But yes, sports psychology is also one of the fields that is emerging. And especially as more and more athletes will get developed at every level, they will need psychological guidance to perform effectively all the time. All right. So hopefully we have answered your questions to your satisfaction, guys. The purpose was, rather than giving you more and more gyan in the session, the purpose is more to understand your expectations, your concerns, and your queries about how you want to develop yourself in the field.